When it comes to road signs, there are many reasons why drivers might be confused. There are so many to keep track of, to begin with. And with new rules, signs and regulations introduced each year to improve road safety, 35% of UK motorists admit they're unsure they could pass a theory driving test today. Sometimes, older signs are swapped with newer symbols, like the private crossing road sign, which has historically depicted a locomotive, is currently being refreshed to show a modern train. In other road sign situations, however, motorists could be left clueless by an unusual design they've never encountered before. So now Cinch, the faf-free way to buy a car online, has listed some of the most peculiar UK road signs to date. Do you have any idea what they mean? Read on below to find out more. Some of the most unusual road signs in the UK meaning: slow-moving military. A warning sign that portrays a military tank is a rare sight, and you're unlikely to spot it often as you cruise around the local roads of Scotland. Sam Sheehan, motoring editor at Cinch, said, "This unusual sign indicates exactly what it says on the tin: you might bump into a Challenger 3 tank. Specifically, it's telling you that slow-moving military vehicles are likely to cross or be present on that stretch of road. It's usually set temporarily in zones where the military is carrying out their operations, or permanently positioned near army barracks, and it warns motorists to take extra care as they navigate the area." Meaning, beware of migratory toads. If you're enjoying a road trip across the British countryside in early spring, there's a chance you might see this peculiar sign en route, especially if you're near a large pond or lake. What this sign warns drivers of is that there could be migratory toads crossing the road, hopping from one side to the other as they venture towards their breeding grounds. If you see this warning sign, reduce your speed and check the road in front of you as you pass. Amphibians are more active during the evening and at night, so be extra careful at dusk. Meaning, you are entering or exiting a quiet lane. A green road sign featuring a car, cyclist, horse rider, and a parent with their child indicates the start of a designated quiet lane. If it's crossed by a red stripe, it means you're leaving this zone. Quiet lanes aim to preserve the peace and well-being of rural streets where people can enjoy nature and outdoor activities. Designated quiet lanes welcome less than 1,000 vehicles per day and have a 35 mph speed limit. So, abide by the rules to respect your surroundings and prevent a possible speeding fine. Meaning, electrified overhead cable ahead. Despite the menacing lightning bolt, this sign doesn't indicate the start of a storm. Instead, it warns drivers about potential overhead electrical hazards ahead, which means electric cables are running above the road. You will likely find this sign near tram or railway cables, paired with a plate informing about the maximum safe height for vehicles. The restriction won't affect car or motorbike drivers, but if you're at the wheel of a tall vehicle, such as a truck or lorry, you might have to steer away from the area to prevent damage to your roof and the cables. Meaning, vehicles may be parked on the verge. If you're driving along rural lanes or narrow roads with limited off-street parking, you may spot this square-shaped sign. This tells motorists that parking is permitted on the verge, either the pavement or the grassy bit next to the road. If you don't need to park but are simply driving nearby, this sign will let you know that you're unlikely to have the entire width of the road to use. So, if traffic is incoming, reduce your speed and be prepared to stop. Meaning, vehicles carrying explosives prohibited. If you've never seen this sign before, you might get a bit panicky, but don't worry, you needn't watch out for exploding vehicles ahead. Instead, this circular traffic sign with a car topped with a fire warns you that no motors carrying explosives are allowed in the area. It only applies to drivers with a dangerous load in the back of the vehicle, so if you're carrying fireworks in your boot, you'll have to figure out an alternative route. So, did you recognize any of these unusual signs? From amphibians hopping in the street to designated quiet lanes and slow-moving military vehicles, always remember to drive carefully to keep everyone safe. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter,